All right, welcome everybody to Jimmy and Neil Have Problems, where we talk about our problems. We start with, the problem, and then we talk about some solutions, ask some questions, make some connections, and then we rate the ideas we've come up with to see how much potential they have. So today's problem is that candles don't burn all the way down and they leave extra wax. It's funny, I still kind of deal with this problem. I've found one new solution or one new bright spot to it. I'm going to add that real quick. The bright spot is there's this store down the street from me, and for their candles only, so you can't bring any candle in, but they will refill it for $8, which is fantastic because most candles are, 16 here. I mean, you could get a Bath and Body Works, you could get a Aldi candle for $5, but that's
It's not
pretty
as good.
rare. Yeah. Candle refill program at, I wish I remembered. I think it's Wild Floral. It's Studio City. I think that's where that is. Yeah, refill for $8, which is a game changer. But I mean, most of the time, yeah.
Another, yeah, um,
What
part of the
another?
problem is geometry, right? Where at the top it
Yeah.
burns all because as the candle's burning, it burns down the side, it melts, and then it burns the wax, and then as it gets to the bottom, you know, you're burning the wax that is X number of units above where the flame is.
Mhm.
And really it's a mass or a volume burn rate. So if you tapered at the bottom, so the bottom was conical, you would have less mass
Oh.
that you're burning per length.
Oh.
So then hopefully you would but that makes it challenging to be a candle, because either you need a container that is conical at the bottom, which isn't stable. So then you have a lot of glass, which is more expensive and more challenging to make.
Yeah. Which only drives the price up further. Like, this is the interesting thing. I mean, part of the problem is with this is that candles are expensive and it feels really wasteful, like
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to make candles myself, and even making them yourself, it's still going to cost you like $10, which is just
Mm-hmm.
wild to me. Wax is expensive, glass is expensive, essential oils are expensive, or fragrances, no matter how you cut this, it's an
How
expensive.
how much are because often candles are in their glass container, but
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
candles are not. And like nice candles are not in
yeah,
glass containers.
yeah.
Is there a price difference, or like how much? I don't know what the profit margin on candles is.
I think that's a great question. Let's add that. I
Right?
don't,
Is this just that the people they know that they can charge however much they want for a good candle?
I don't think that's it. I mean, for like I said, I mean, I've made my own candle, and I didn't even buy the glass, and it was probably $10 just worth of materials.
Yeah,
The wax was 5 to 10. The essential oil is 5 to 10. It's like
but you're also not.
I'm not buying in bulk, but
Yeah, you lose the economies of scale.
the point is, like, no matter what, it is a pretty expensive product, even if you
Yeah.
skimp on everything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But also stores like Yankee Candle have good enough profit margins where just selling candles, they're able to, you know,
Sure,
run a
that's
retail
true.
space.
They also cut a lot of corners, like Yankee Candle does. Like, there's a lot of problems with their
Yeah.
candles.
Never trust the Yankees.
No, yeah, Yankee candles are actually toxic in a lot of senses. Like, just their paraben wax. So there's different types of waxes. You got soy-based waxes and paraben or paraffin. And paraffin or paraben, I don't know which it is, are actually toxic. They actually spew off toxic material when you burn them. So they cut a lot of corners. That's why they're so cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's probably why they get margins, because I'm sure they get margins even selling at the low price they do. But when you try to use soy wax and you try to use
Hmm.
essential oils instead of a fragrance, then that
Yeah, yeah.
starts to really get expensive.
Yep.
But um, yeah, so what was the, oh, I mean, one solution to this is buying up old candles from Goodwill and mason jars and then like taking donations
Hmm.
of old candle, basically repurposing old candles and candle wax. Like, because this is I was inspired by Our Idiot Brother with Paul Rudd. He made a business out of this in the movie. Um, and I just think it's so smart because the most expensive parts of making a candle are the glass and then the wax.
I mean,
So
that's 95% of the thing.
I know, yeah. So if you can have those two
Hmm.
already done for you, I mean that's a game changer. And I've looked into this, and I mean, what I found at Goodwill is I can buy candles for $2 or $3, and then
Hmm.
if you melt those down, it's actually a viable thing to like. We don't have to waste these. Just like with soda cans. Like if we moved back to soda bottles,
Hmm.
you can totally recycle like a Coke bottle. There's no doubt about it. And
Hmm.
it's just the same, I think, with candles. You can totally recycle these. This is a solvable problem.
Yep.
Um, and right now it seems like it only happens kind of as a patchwork basis. So
Hmm.
I think this is pretty similar to the barbecue sauce is wasteful because it clings to the bottle,
Yep.
which is kind of
Yep.
surprising. But let's take a look at our graph here and see. It looks like this is another case of there's nothing really.
Yeah.
Oh, sorting Legos is hard. That's an interesting one.
Uh, yeah. A little bit
But
similar, but I think far enough away that it's different.
yep. All right, let's get down to some ratings. Motivation.
Um,
What do you,
I am not motivated for this. I give a 0.
I give a 1. I was at one point more motivated, but now that
Hmm.
I know that the store refills it for $8, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Um, speed to failure.
I think this could be pretty quick. I'll give a 1.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I've actually done this before, so it takes about half an hour. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I plan to do it again. I have a bunch of half empty candles.
Hmm. I give
Impact.
an impact of 0.
Yeah, I unfortunately agree here. I don't know what that makes this. Do you know?
Not or not
Not or not
now,
now.
because motivation is
Oh yeah,
0.5.
not or not now. All right, so this one ended up being a 0.5 motivation, 1.5 speed to failure, and 0 impact. Love it. Love it. All right, thank you so much, folks, for listening to our problems. Have a good one.